Anger affects our body in many ways. When we are angry, we often feel stressful, betrayed, hurt, our body is tense and our stomach is in knots. When we feel this way, the world seems to tumble around us and our best friend has packed up and left us behind. The loneliness creeps in and often we feel that the whole world is an illusion and everyone is out of his or her minds. There are times we want to run and hide, and there are times we simply want to find the source that caused our hurt and beat them to a bloody pulp. We know we cannot do this since it is illegal and it does not help our problems. Rather, when we blow up fusing our anger on someone else, we are only adding heartache to heartache. Sometimes we all fail to see that there is a solution to many problems, but when we use up our last resources and nothing is left, then where do we turn? How do we find our way out? If you are feeling like there is nothing left in the world for you and that you have run out of answers to the many questions, then you are not alone. One effective way to look at your situation is to know that someone else is suffering worse than you are. Forcing your mind to remain positive can help when times are tough to deal with. When you have been betrayed, robbed, manipulated, lied to, hurt, and you feel that the person is getting away with something, remember, the bad people always pay a higher price than what they induce on the victim. It may take some time, but you will see in the end that the bad person will pay a high price for his or her behavior. If you have been victimized, rather than venting your anger in a negative light, trying using your intellect and resources to enforce that the source is paying for the crime committed against you. If you are merely struggling from common problems, then remember sufficient for each day and take it one day at a time. Try to find some humor in your situation. Laughter is always a source for relieving anger. When you feel your stomach knot, try to focus on something positive and go do your chores. Anytime we burn energy, we are burning emotions that are the root of anger. If you enjoy writing, sit down and write an article, book, story, or a simple journal. Write down your feelings, how you view the world, and the people in the world. Try to find a way to put some humor between the lines so that you can laugh when you look back at what you wrote. If your body is tense, go for a walk and try to admire the beautiful scenery that God provided us. Remember when you are walking that something good comes from bad. This may not make sense, but if you look back at your many problems and how you dealt with them, you will see a series of good fortunes that came your way. We can all make more of a situation than what really exists, and we all need to stay focused to survive the game of life. If you feel that you are centered out for punishment, then think of the men in war, the children in abused homes, or the wives that are tortured by their own spouse. Now look at your situation again. Are you homeless? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food in your kitchen? Do you have your bills paid? If this is true, then why are you mad? Anytime we are angered, our body is affected and this causes harm to our health. Is anything worth destroying yourself being, including your body and mind? Is anything worth losing your respect? If you are angry, think before you act, because impulsive behavior leads to problems that are more complicated. When you feel like the world is tumbling down, pick up your torture stake and walk another mile.